What you talking that funky, dip about my face, wearing that monkey, we not that, that might give you life advice. Get some money, 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 get some
today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's the AFC Wildcard Round on EA Sports.
For the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And he comes off of a really good regular season with over 4,000 yards passing. And now in the playoffs, people always ask the question, do you continue to play the way you played in the regular season? Do you turn it loose? Or do you tone it down a little bit? I think you've got to be smart. But make sure you show the defense something they haven't seen before.
Herbert going to go to the air right away. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Roquan Smith in there to get him. It's a loss of 5.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And just not a ton of room to work with. He'll get it to the 15 for a gain of 2. And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13. Herbert now. And the catch made. It's Tyler Boyd. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And here's a fair catch taken at about the 24-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Patriots take over. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They will be led out by their dual-threat quarterback, the veteran from Clemson. It's Deshaun Watson.
And he comes into these playoffs bringing a team that's been battle-tested, won the division, and earned the home playoff game here in round 1. But every year they know that a division champ, it feels like, gets beat. They don't want to be that team. They have to avoid the overconfidence and make sure they play the same way they played during the regular season, mistake-free and with passion.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll send a receiver in motion left. From the 30 on 2nd down. Watson able to hit his target, Lamb. Room here to run. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. He's got it to the 43 here.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Second down and a run by Robinson. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on third down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Out of the gun, Watson. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They've worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance.
Touchdown, Patriots! Brandon Ayuk, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Pats will strike first here in this wild card matchup. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Broncos about set to go on offense. And, you know, listen, there's 2 ways to get the number 7 seed. You can back into it or you can charge your way into it and seize it. But ultimately, once you're here, you can throw that out the window. You've got to come to play.
Yeah, you just think of that phrase, any given Sunday or Saturday as the case may be. And even though this is a 2 versus 7 matchup, don't think for 1 second that this game's going to be a pushover. Anything can happen once the playoffs begin.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Broncos football as we begin quarter number 2. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Jet sweep. Here's London. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 43. 11 yards for number 11. So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. It's caught here by Adams. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy with...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Azeez Ojulari. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Now it's Herbert. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. He's got the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
On 2nd and 12, Watson, and his pass incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. In motion left is Watkins. Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Amani Oruwariye. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. So this defense coming up with a takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
Well, I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They run it again with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, but still about 3 yards shy of the first down marker, and now it's 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. 3rd down, here's a run by Cook. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Roquan Smith. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they got no chance to win this game.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Azeez Ojulari. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half.
Here's Aaron Siposs now.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will carry out of bounds. Where are they going to spot it now? At about the 18-yard line, it looks like.
The Pats going to get one final possession in this first half. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see.
A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep for Watkins. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Quez Watkins.
As the first half is winding down.
And the Patriots will extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after here coming up. And it's good to make it 14-0. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos going to get one more possession in this first half.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's complete to Robinson. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Aaron Donald, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. So we're at half.
A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the third quarter. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Well, the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Robinson with another carry.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Robinson on a give right side. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain.
On 3rd down, Robinson. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. 43 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory, right at the 40.
Straight ahead running, here's Dallas.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down, and as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Eight yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 25 yards that time. Faking the give. Now Watson on the move to his left. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Zay Jones, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Patriots continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. And it's now 21-0. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. On first down, Justin Herbert. The left side throw complete to Adams. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And he'll push forward for a couple to the 34. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Herbert. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10. New England trying to get a place on offense. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton. And the Broncos are going to take possession of the football. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores. But, yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And, look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is a team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Here's Herbert. And complete to Drake London. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, Herbert. He's going to get this one down to Cook. Touchdown! Dalvin Cook, a 20-yard touchdown. And the Broncos are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the final act of the drive was the touchdown catch by Dalvin Cook. This will be fielded inside the 5. New England's offense set to go. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Quez Watkins. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Patriots have pretty well put it away here in the fourth quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Those are the ones the offensive coordinators dream about. One-play drives from that distance. What an effort. It results in the touchdown. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Denver's offense now set to go. And they are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by Charvarius Ward. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. But just to add that to the list of great moments for this defense today, they've really shredded that game plan on the other side all 4 quarters. And, Charles, that pick 6, that's kind of the cherry on top.
Yeah, they did it, and I feel like I'm quoting a bad movie line, but they did it together, didn't they? Fed off of each other, every big play they made, every tackle, every pick, everything they've done. They continually built energy in this one, and how about them culminating with a pick 6?
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. And the football going back over to the Denver Broncos. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests. But in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a 1st down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And this is going to be incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Robinson's got it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. This is caught. It's Boyd. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down. They'll look to throw again. And that's caught one more time by Boyd. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
On 2nd down, Cook. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Back to throw. Herbert. Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. He finds Robinson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 22-yard line. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Herbert on 1st down now.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. After the sack on first down, Herbert. Man open is Robinson. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but the flag comes out for interference.
And now you're set up right on the doorstep of the goal line. 1 yard away. Changes.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Well, look, this is a team, Charles. They faced adversity all year long. They had to fight and claw to win that division, but they're putting it all together here in the wild card game.
Feels like a statement, doesn't it? An absolute statement game, a message to the top seeds. Overlook us at your own peril. We're pretty darn good.
That one in the books as a 12-play drive, and it culminates in a touchdown by the Broncos. And this is secured by the Patriots. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all, and if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Throwing now, Watson. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And this is caught by Watkins for a Patriots touchdown. A great play there. Saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Patriots up the lead to 4 scores now here in this 4th quarter. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Herbert. Over the middle, complete. It's Boyd. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Herbert on 3rd down now. And this is Cook with a grab. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. Herbert throwing again. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
2nd down and 3. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he'll just get rid of it. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game. Again, Herbert. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw again. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. One last throw here for Herbert. And it's complete to Adams. And he will have a Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Patriots, as they so often do, moving on to the playoffs as we say so long, everybody.